This is Hollywood. Matías Bombal with him. Universal Pictures, the king of the monster movie studios, brings us the Amblin Entertainment production of Jurassic World in 3D to IMAX screens across the globe. The eagerly awaited summer blockbuster that returns to Isla Nublar 22 years after John Hammond planned to open the park on the island is in essence a direct sequel to the original film Jurassic Park, released in 1993, even though there have been other movies thematically connected to the franchise over the years. Of all the movies, this is the first to have the theme park open for business, attracting visitors from all over the world to see real live dinosaurs in the flesh. The story opens with the corporate-run park starting to show some decline in attendance after a box office slump, as the patrons are no longer thrilled by just run-of-the-mill dinosaurs. The head of the company, played by actor Irfan Khan, comes to see what the scientists have been developing in secret to boost the numbers.
Oh, it's white. You never told him it was white.
Think it'll scare the kids?
The kids? This will give the parents nightmares.
Is that good?
It's fantastic.
Fantastic is an apt description for this man-engineered hell known as the Indominus Rex, Latin for Indomitable King. You just saw Bryce Dallas Howard as Claire, who you may remember from The Help, as a park executive, an OCD type that schedules every detail of life to the smallest degree. The head of the company wants to be sure of this new creation and suggests that another employee, Owen, be brought in to consult on the controllability of the new super dinosaur. Here we find that man, played by popular Chris Pratt, somewhat busy with velociraptors.
Hold your fire! Hold your fire! Do not fire! Put 12 amps in these animals, they're never gonna trust me again. Lou, stand down. Stand down. Hey, hey! What did I just say? Delta, I see you. Back up. Okay. Good. Good.
I'm sure he'll be able to consult the boss just as soon as he calms those three down, which he has a good chance of doing, for in this movie he plays a sympathetic type of dinosaur whisperer. Claire, meanwhile, whilst trying to keep the company numbers looking good for the business charts, has agreed to look after her two nephews who happen to be visiting the park. Clearly, she doesn't have enough time. After her smartphone-addicted assistant loses track of the two, they begin to have their own adventure in the park, off-road when havoc strikes, or the king steps out. Indominus goes on a feeding frenzy. From then on, it's a race for survival with non-stop adventure with not a single dull moment. There's a relative newcomer in the cast that's worth watching. I like to chart his career with that of our program, which has had, as one of its earliest reviews in 2013, the movie Kings of Summer, in which he had his first major starring role. His name is Nick Robinson, the 20-year-old actor from Seattle who plays Zach, the older of the two brothers. He's recently appeared in Boardwalk Empire, and he was outstanding in that. And he's got a great future ahead of him, which I said of him in 2013. He proves it here. He spoke about one of the scenes he enjoyed making the most in the movie to us, and we'll show it to you after he tells you about it.
Gray and I end up going off the beaten path. We're going on a gyrosphere run, and we end up in the middle of a herd of ankylosauruses all grazing peacefully, and then we run face to face with the Indominus Rex, and we actually kind of get thrown into the middle of these two. They're like circling each other, and we're right in the middle of this like epic battle that's about to go down. And so the Indominus ends up taking out the ankylosauruses, and it comes back and faces us, and it's like smashing our gyrosphere on the ground, and we make a run for it. And then there's a scene where we're running down this big open field, and out of the tree line behind us, the Indominus Rex bursts out and is running after us. I think that was, I can just picture it in my head, and it already is really cool. It's freaking me out.
Hey, go! We're gonna have to jump.
I can!
Are you ready? 1, 2, come on!
You plunge into adventure in 3D and giant IMAX in this highly entertaining and fun monster movie, and I enjoyed each moment, as did the audience at the advanced screening that I attended. Vincent D'Onofrio has a nice bit in this as a mercenary type, ready to take advantage of chaos to his own purpose. Returning from the first movie is actor B.D. Wong as Dr. Henry Wu, the geneticist that makes dinosaurs on demand. And there's a lovely tribute to the late Sir Richard Attenborough, who played John Hammond in the original movie. You'll see a statue of him on display in the park. Composer Michael Giacchino is reverent to John Williams' original themes from the first movie, and even gives us a touch of Hitchcock's Psycho's Bernard Herrmann style of music when flying prehistoric creatures run amok. Director Colin Trevorrow also gives little touches of the original movie throughout, such as a scene where the boys discover the original park's dome, overgrown, and pick up from the floor the remains of that banner that memorably floated to the floor at the end of the mayhem of the first movie. The entire time I watched, little moments on the island kept reminding me of the great and original King Kong of 1933, and in some cases, the Lost World of 1925. Some moments from the first live-action dinosaur movie ever made, The Lost World of 1925. For you television fans out there, there's an unexpected cameo from Jimmy Fallon. I was also amused that of all the rugged vehicles in this movie, the only ones impervious to Indominus were the Mercedes-Benz G-Class Geländewagens, which were not harmed during the picture. So now you know what vehicle to get if dinosaurs suddenly appear in your neighborhood. I encourage you to see this big summer movie in the biggest way possible at an IMAX theater near you. It is the best of the big summer movies thus far. This is rated PG-13 by the Motion Picture Association of America. Your pal Matías Bombal bidding you a fond farewell.